Welcome to My Worst Date. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina.
Got your name?
Brain fog is real.
Oh, Lord.
I'm Cassie.
We're all barely holding it together
Jesus.
as a society.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, you know who's barely holding it together? Tyra. What?
Oh, fucking Christ almighty.
Girl.
Where do we start?
We started Miss J. Had a stroke,
sweet
baby Jesus.
Oh my God.
That part made me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All three of us watched the, what is it called? Reality
Check.
America's Next Top Model. It's a 3-part documentary series on Netflix. And as, you know, millennials, kind of late Gen X people, we all watched America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Girl, I auditioned to be
that's
on
right.
it.
Yes.
That's right. That is right. Yes. I loved that show. I watched it with my mom. I looked up to Tyra.
Yeah.
I absolutely admired her. I was like, wow, what a boss ass bitch.
Girl,
you know,
she had a trans woman on. I was like, yes. She had people who
were breaking down barriers.
Yes. Oh my God.
Dude, this show walked so that Project Runway could exist, so that Bravo TV, this really was honestly groundbreaking. Watching this in Ohio and the amount of gay representation on this show was very new. It was it felt it just felt hip, cool, new. The first couple of seasons, the style of it, the documentary style of it, quote unquote.
Well, I mean, her saying that it never occurred to me that this was kind of the first show to do that. Her saying this was a combination of American Idol in the competition aspect, but real world in that you follow them back home. It'd be like American Idol if you followed all the contestants back to one big house and then recorded what happened there, you know, and it didn't occur to me that I was like, yeah, this is kind of unlike anything we'd ever really seen in that way before. And I do believe her when I think her intentions in the very, very beginning were good. I think that they were good in the beginning.
I'll say I think they were good in the beginning until she fired the trio, the guys. I think that she thought she was doing the right thing. I think she thought she was but then when it came back to firing Nigel,
I think it fell apart before.
The show
I think she fell apart before. But I think her intentions stopped being good
altruistic
for the models. I think it was about ratings. It was about her. I think she got really into her own fame. And
after that first season, when it popped off, I think that's when it
went to her head.
And she was just like, oh, how do I repeat this? And that's when you get situations like the Shandy situation.
That
girl.
Okay, I'm going to give a content warning because I don't know if the show did, and the show should have if it didn't. The docuseries should have given a content warning for that.
When it happened.
Me too. I did too. And it was absolutely, so here's what happened. If you never saw that.
If you watched it originally, to be fair, they did not frame it as anything other than her cheating on her boyfriend.
Exactly.
So
yes, exactly.
Now is when I learned that she was basically SA'd.
Well, and looking at it with rewatching it with 2026 eyes, you can see that that's kind of what's happening. Production provided way too much alcohol to those girls and encouraged them not to eat, brought in a bunch of men. I am so sick to death of people trying to defend Tyra, defend production, say that, oh, Shandy just cheated and regretted it. I'm seeing that all over. This production staff, they had a duty of care to these girls and they failed them. She says she drank 2 bottles of wine.
That's insane.
On an empty stomach.
And you saw how tiny she was. She was tiny.
Yeah.
No, and you can tell, again, watching through 2026 eyes, her reaction the next day and the reaction of the other girls. They're hugging her. They're telling her it's over. It's okay. They're saying those things to her. And you can tell this is more than just, I cheated on my boyfriend and I feel guilty.
And not only that, the next steps they put her through. filming her calling her boyfriend.
Awful.
Filming her calling her attacker to ask if he wore a condom. Filming her going to the doctor to be tested.
Yeah. I mean, truly, I'm sorry. There is no defense.
No.
Tyra, I don't care. Her defense on the show was there was a lot of stuff that I left out that I didn't include.
Girl,
that doesn't make you look better.
No,
it does not.
And then for her to then show up and have that whole cheating talk with them as if she didn't know, I was like, I want to fucking hit you right now. Like I actually want to physically hit you.
Cruel. What they did to that girl is cruel. Like honestly. And then she came back years later on Tyra's talk show and she told her explicitly, I've never watched it. I don't want to watch it. And she played it in front of everybody on stage. It like truly is. I'm sorry. Like, and watching Tyra in this documentary, I have to say, I've never seen a less genuine person.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. I don't believe anything. Anytime she said she was sorry about anything, which I think the only person she actually apologized to was Kenya. And she said, I'm so sorry, boo-boo, which is
girl
negates everything you said before it.
the fucking condescension in that apology too. I didn't take that as a real apology. Like dude.
No. She's not sorry for fucking
She blamed
anything.
us. She blamed us, the watchers, for
I was
being
like 10 years old, but all right.
You demanded.
No.
Like, blah, blah. I'm like,
no, we did not.
Okay.
Dude.
We had to keep doing more and more extreme things.
Girl, the blackface when...
The blackface one. Stop it. Dude, I saw a fucking TikTok. It's diabolical. I'm going to have to find it and send it to you guys. I laughed so hard, but they were like, if America's Next Top Model was happening right now, they'd be like, okay, guys, like time to do today's photo shoot in front of
ice?
Ice. Yes.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
Like,
yeah, because they did a photo shoot with unhoused people.
Real unhoused people.
I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
She made one of the girls get shot by a gun after her mom.
That her mom died that way.
She didn't die. She was paralyzed, but still,
paralyzed.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
When they started doing the fucking talking about the teeth when they did that. Oh, girl.
Medical procedures as part of reality TV show makeovers. We were unwell in the early 2000s. We were 2000s. Unwell. I was just like,
should be under arrest.
If you want it bad enough, go and have a bunch of your teeth removed and filed down.
Well, there's another creator I saw that was talking about how it's like, you know, it wasn't just the girls on Epstein's island that were being groomed. It was all of us as millennial women. When you look at Les Wexner, who owned limited brands and
Victoria's Secret,
created mall culture for us. When you look at the reality show that was being pushed on us, like the amount of grooming that was so just commonplace and ingrained in our culture, it really is opening my eyes to like how fucking brainwashed and groomed we all were. All of the stuff they were saying about tearing women down in the early 2000s and stuff too, with the Britney and Paris and any woman who lived through the early 2000s, you are a fucking warrior. You are a warrior because we were not set up to succeed.
No, we weren't set up to succeed. We weren't set up to have healthy female relationships.
No, that's right.
We weren't set up to have healthy relationships with our bodies.
That's right.
Which is something that I am so aware and want so badly to have a healthy relationship with my body. And it is something that I actually work on and work towards. And I struggle with it so much. It hits me sometimes when I'm having a really negative thought, just how deeply ingrained it is in me. It is like a part of my DNA to find things I hate about myself.
As soon as you recognize too how pedophilic our beauty standards are,
God.
how it really is like rooted in pedophilia, and I'm not going to fucking participate in that anymore.
Yeah.
I want a body that is strong, is healthy, that supports me, that, you know, all of that. But the days of me like trying to show off for the male gaze that has literally been built by pedophiles, that's fucking over for me. I'm not fucking participating in that shit. Letting my hair go gray, letting, you know what I mean? I have the fucking gift of getting older. That is a gift. I have the gift of becoming wiser, of still inhabiting a body that deserves respect and love and grace, no matter what age and no matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, this America's Next Top Model, I cried several times watching this because I remember the 20-year-old girl that was watching the show when it was live. I remember the thoughts that she had about her body. I remember being rejected and to be on that show. And at the time, being the thinnest I would ever be, and still being told I was too fat to go on.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus. It's horrible. And, you know, the thing is, there are so many people who say, well, Tyra was trying to prepare these girls for what the actual fashion world was like. And I know that the fashion world was like that. Like, I know that it was brutal, you know, and they were going to beat you down and tell you to lose weight and call you names and all of that stuff. But she had the opportunity. She had this major platform to try and shape the culture and shape the industry and change things. And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, she wanted to give all these girls these opportunities. And it's like, there were a handful of girls who did come out of it with, you know, opportunities they wouldn't have had otherwise. But if she really wanted to do that and shape the fashion industry and shape the culture, she could have taken her influence and started a modeling agency.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Oh my gosh. Dude, can you even imagine being on set that day when she went off on that one girl?
Oh my God.
For like a half an hour?
Tiffany. Yeah. And we all remember it, and it's memeified and everything now. We were all believing, we were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Yeah.
You know, and I never
Tiffany remembered it being her that was yelled at. No, I remember the scenario, but I always thought it was the girl who was like, I'm leaving. The girl, do you remember? Oh, she's like, no, I don't want to be here anymore.
That queen. Yeah.
Oh, love.
She's like, nah.
it was Tiffany. And it was because she wasn't upset enough about being eliminated, which is so fucked up. And Tiffany came out later and repeated some of the things that got cut out that Tyra had said to her.
Some fucking wild ass shit, dude.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible stuff. Like, that's when you're just like, okay, this is a true part of your character. To lose it like that at work in front of your coworkers like that.
She too heavily invested herself in that person. She thought she was being like some kind of savior character, and when it didn't come out that she was actually 100%. Being the savior, then it was like, what have I done?
1,000%.
And it just, she took it out on her. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
well, and some part of her deep down knows that she fucked up. And that's the reason why she has not reached out to the other judges who like came up with her, who basically made the show what it was. You know, Miss J and Mr. J.
Janice Dickinson was a fucking cunt from jump. I hated her. I don't even know why they ever allowed her on the show. I don't even think she wasn't fun. She wasn't funny. She was just cunty. Always.
Yeah. Also, just because we're giving so much smoke to Tyra, rightfully, in my opinion, we got to give some smoke to Ken Mock, because he was on that show. Speaking of Janice, he loved Janice. He loved that she was such a bitch. You know, like there was no remorse in these interviews with him at all. He, I think, was proud of what they did. He was just like, that's showbiz, baby. And who cares who gets hurt, kind of like, yeah. So smoke to both of them.
And using it, are they really going to do another cycle?
I think so.
I think so. dude.
I'm sorry if you don't bring back the Jays and Nigel, I'm just not interested. So
I don't think they'd come back.
I don't think that it should even be a thing.
No,
I'm not going to watch another cycle of it.
No, it's
especially.
Yeah. But
that
show jumped the shark so far long ago.
Truly.
Like, honestly.
Yeah. We were having a conversation before we started recording about none of us are actually watching Love is Blind Ohio, but we're well versed on what's going on. And I think as a
for some
viewer,
reason.
except for Cassie, as a viewer of reality TV, I watch The Housewives. I've been watching Traitors. Like as a viewer of reality TV, there is like I have no interest anymore in watching these dating shows and a lot of
competitions. That's where I draw the line. I still sometimes enjoy watching some reality show like Housewives or something like that, but reality competitions, whether they be singing, modeling, dating, any of those things, I have no interest in that.
And especially like I think talking about jumping the shark, Love is Blind, I think we have to stop.
Yeah.
I think we have to stop
You're
because
fine. You're done.
the experiment failed. Love is not blind.
No.
That has been proven season after season after season, usually at the expense of women.
That's
often
right.
at the expense of women of color.
Right.
Often.
Yeah.
You know, because it's always these fuck ass men who are just like, you're not skinny enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not wide enough. I had these expectations about you physically. And I'm not saying that the women don't also partake in conversations like that, because they do to a much, much lesser degree. This man all over my freaking feed, all over my threads, all over my TikTok, talking to this woman who is a beautiful doctor who owns her own home and saying that he keeps trying to be intimate with her and he just can't because she doesn't do Pilates every day.
He just had to make her feel bad about herself because
my God,
not just small physically, but like I like the level of mediocrity in that Keebler elf with his fucking whole fucking pooch out on that couch, try to fucking nag her body. And I'm so glad she stood up and fucking left and was like, I'm not going to beg you to, I'm not going to wait and say, oh, I hope that you love me and love my body, and left. Good for her.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I heard also on this season that not all of the not all the couples went to whatever island they got sent to. Like one couple got sent to Malibu. Like what's the fucking point? I thought the whole thing was to like, and then there was like connections with them all. Like how did that happen?
Yeah, I have no idea. Also, when I heard it was like from people from Ohio, like, listen, I was like, I'll probably skip this season.
You're like, I've already been there.
I've lived Love is Blind, Ohio.
Same.
And
girl, I'm good. Thanks. Anyway.
I'm good. I know what the choices and options are, and
there's a reason
I will not
moved.
partake. Yes, exactly. I've heard that politics are on this season as well.
Not interested.
And as
no, I think we got to retire this show. I know a lot of people still watch it and enjoy it, and good on you. But I just am like, love is not blind.
Yeah.
And apparently, or the people you're casting. And then it makes me think, just like, we just talked about the whole behind the scenes of America's Next Top Model. The producers and the casting people, they know what they're doing.
Of course.
Right.
Like if you're going to cast people who are just like, I could never date a Black woman or fucking whatever it is, people have social media. This is not a surprise. Like, so you're deliberately putting people in a position.
Ugh.
Like, I don't know, unless you have an actual season where genuinely everybody on there is like, I am genuinely open to whatever walks through that door. I'm not interested.
Didn't they have like one success story, I think, and that's about it, right?
Yeah, Lauren and Cameron.
I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
Love them.
They're so cute.
And I think that there's actually a couple that did make it, which I think is
that's them,
awesome.
right?
I do think
a couple couples.
The other couple from that season, Ashley and what's his face, are still together too. I think.
I think that
first season was
they went into
magic.
it with good expectations or good ideas, and
But even then, we've had this conversation about Love is Blind so many times. They never, I haven't seen them ever bring on a plus size woman.
Yep, that's right. Or guy.
You know?
Yeah.
Like everyone they bring on is like pretty conventionally attractive.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're like, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't know if you guys have seen, because you guys are getting the clips of what Chris from that Love is Blind looks like. Have you seen his fucking Instagram picture of how
AI generated profile picture?
What?
That doesn't look like him.
I screamed.
I was like, honey, that is not your jawline.
Not you.
That is not your jawline.
It's
Cassie,
all black and white and intense.
When we
have
pause,
to send,
when we
we're going to
pause-
show you.
Okay. All right.
I'm like, this is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. You know,
It's
the only
so
you know what?
cringe.
Maybe I
It's
take
so
it back.
cringe.
Maybe I take it back. We keep these shows around because you need to be shamed.
Yeah. Some people need
These
this shame.
men need to be. Chris deserves all the smoke he is getting. He deserves to be publicly hated and shamed on a national scale. So, you know what? Fine. Fine.
Oh my gosh. So FMK this week, I think we need to do our random.
Consult
Okay,
the cards.
yeah.
Consult the cards.
Okay. All right. Christina, you want to go first? Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Madonna.
Oh,
Okay.
Madonna.
Madonna. Okay, Cassie.
No, Keegan, you're going to go next because you always go last.
Christopher Walken.
Oh, my. Wow. Okay. Amazing. All right.
God.
All right.
Okay.
Stop.
Tom Selleck.
Amazing. What in the hell?
This is our most random batch yet.
Okay.
This is our most random batch
Wow.
yet. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
God.
Madonna, Christopher Walken, Tom Selleck.
Wow. God. Here's the thing about Tom Selleck. I feel like I've never heard anything bad about him, and I feel like I would have by now.
Yes. Yeah.
You
And
know?
so I do want to do a blanket statement because I had the same thought. A man who was famous in the 1970s.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what could come out in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to go on record and just say we are under the presumption that they are not sex criminals.
Oh God. Please don't be. Okay.
Yeah.
But
all right.
in 2026,
All right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
FMK.
Okay. Jesus.
I really
the
don't
thing.
love any of these options.
I don't love
if I'm
them.
honest.
Do you want me to repull or do you want me to just consult the back of the cards?
No.
We got it. We got to stick. We got to stick.
Okay.
But
Yes.
here's my thing.
Yeah.
I like Tom Selleck when he was.
I think I kind of do too.
I'm keen to marry him. However, he did do that show Blue Bloods, which is very
Oh shit.
it's very
Yeah,
cop
that-
porn.
he
I hate
feels-
it.
Feels conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Young Tom Selleck is a different energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want to go
let's
young Tom
age,
Selleck?
Let's age them all down.
Okay.
Okay, young
Yes.
Tom
30,
Selleck, young
primes,
in their
everyone's
prime.
prime.
So we're talking everyone's in
Yes.
their prime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, love this.
Okay.
This
Okay.
changes things.
This
It does
changes
change
things for sure.
Okay. Yes. All right.
all right.
I'm marrying young Christopher Walken.
Oh, I knew
I
this.
do
I'm
think
not gonna
he
lie.
was hot. I do think he was hot when he
and
was
he's
younger.
fucking
And he's
weird.
funny. And
you
he's
know?
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah, I gotta know his sign.
And-
He feels Aquarius to me, if I'm honest.
I need to look.
Or like Gemini.
Not that I want to take it here, but I do need to know what happened on that boat.
Seriously.
What boat?
Tell me
If you
what
could
happened
tell
on
me.
the butt.
On the Natalie Wood.
That's
He was on the Natalie
right.
Wood boat.
That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot.
Gotta know. Okay, yeah. Let's find out their signs
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
I'll do Tom Selleck.
Okay. I'll do Walken.
Okay, I'll do Madonna. Madonna's giving Leo.
Madonna is a Leo. I know that for a fact. Oh my.
Oh, well.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Selleck is January 29th. That's Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Yeah. So I was right. There was an
Crystal.
Aquarius in the group. It was the wrong one though. Maybe.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken, 331.
He's an Aries.
He's an Aries.
God.
Oh, no.
That's wild.
Well, that changes everything.
It should change everything. That is exactly no.
2 fire signs and an air sign here. Okay.
He is a March Aries. I feel like that would change things maybe. No.
I don't know. I've never dated an Aries man at all. An Aries period. Yeah. So I don't know. I just know that you have had not the best luck, perhaps, with Aries in the past.
I saw a TikTok that Chris sent me, and it was about like Aries, and it was like the fire signs and the earth signs together, kind of like the stuff I send you sometimes, Christina. And he had sent me one, and in the comments it was like, and as an Aries, I don't know what I would do without my Capricorn and earth sign friends, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, like same, whatever. And then somebody was like, fuck Aries, and I was like, oh
Jesus.
But it was Aries men. She was a woman. She was like, as a Capricorn woman, Aries men, fuck them. But Aries woman, Capricorn man, I don't know. So here's the thing.
Yeah, it might be different. It's what I like the most about my water sign husband is this is the first time in my life that I feel like I'm being taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's
Walken
a lot of
is
things.
not going to take care of you.
Yeah, and it's as a Capricorn and an eldest daughter, I've spent my whole life like bossy, like having to take care of a bunch of shit. And this is the first time in my life where I've really felt like I can relax and be taken care of at times. And that is a very huge gift.
Yes. I'm going to advocate Tom Selleck for you.
I think that's going to be...
I am too, actually.
Yeah. I think
that's the right choice.
Aquarius is often like, they might not be as caretakery as a water sign like Eric, but
more so than
but more so than a Leo or an Aries in general. Yeah. And they do tend to have really good conversations. They're deep thinkers, so I think that you guys could have
but you can fuck Prime Walken.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I will be.
Hell yeah.
I will be.
He's a dancer. I bet he's good in bed.
He gives good in bed. Yes. Yes, very much.
And he's like tall too, right? So
yep.
Yeah,
there
I think
you go.
so. And he does seem fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I bet you he would have you laughing all through dinner, know?
Yeah.
He's giving that kind of energy. Him on SNL, still so funny. Still so funny.
So funny.
The fucking cowbell.
Cowbell. More cowbell.
It's just,
I carried this watch around my ass.
I love so
it.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That feels right to me.
I know what I'm going to do too, for sure. But Keegan, do you know?
I'm struggling because I'm like, could I make it work with Walken? Because I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun, but I do.
You would get to have like a birthday month.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about an Aquarius is
he's going to hurt your feelings. I just want you to know that. Like
Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Any Aries man and Pisces.
Yeah.
We're going to hurt your feelings.
You're right.
We're not going to mean to, but
yeah,
we will.
Absolutely. You are. Thank you for bringing me back to reality.
No.
I'm going to marry Tom Selleck. I just think it's going to be the most like in his prime Tom Selleck, because I am with you. He's a little copy in his older age, but younger Tom Selleck, gonna marry him. He does seem like fun, kind of stable. Is he the one who did that Playgirl spread?
Yeah.
He's all hairy.
No.
Yes.
No. You're
Or
thinking
is that
of
the other one with the mustache?
You're thinking of dated
Magnum
Sally.
PI?
No,
Isn't he Magnum
he
PI?
was Magnum, but he didn't do the spread. You're talking about Bandit.
No, I'm
I don't know.
fairly certain he did. I'm gonna look.
It's
Okay.
shit, what's his name?
Well, while you're
He dated
looking that up,
Sally Field.
while you're Burt Reynolds.
Yes, Burt Reynolds. That's who you're thinking of.
Burt Reynolds. Okay,
Thank you.
gosh, we
Sorry.
got there. Group effort. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna marry Tom Selleck. I am gonna fuck Christopher Walken. The thing about Madonna is, I'm a little scared of her. First of all, And secondly, I think her energy would be so intense. Like even back then, today, anytime. I think that she has such a big personality.
She gives brat energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also feel like she, even though she had that whole erotic coffee table book, I feel like she's not going to work for me in bed.
I saw the sex
you know
book.
what I mean?
I know what I'm going to do. Girl, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Her energy is just so big. I think I would be a little like
it's intimidating,
too
right?
intimidated. Yeah. I think I would be a little too intimidated by Madonna. So
Cassie, I think you're the only one of the three that can hang.
Yeah. It's a fire.
I am going to marry Tom Selleck as well. But I am going to fuck Madonna. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I saw that sex book.
And like 6 other people.
Exactly.
Simultaneously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm going to do. Get out. Yes.
Yes. You're like, I'm actually going to have an orgy with Madonna.
Prime Madonna. We're talking like bedtime story. Like,
I'm
I've
just
heard
a
her
little.
music from then.
I'm scared.
I'm not scared, bitch. Get it. Bring it out. Let's do it.
That was the most random. The cards were very, very chaotic today, and I appreciate that. Well, you guys want to take 5, and then we'll come back with stories?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay, Cassie. We showed you the picture of Chris from Love is Blind compared to what he has as his Instagram profile picture. Would you care to comment?
Girl, I screamed.
Dude, we all screamed.
Oh my God.
The side-by-side is diabolical.
That's not even the same person. In a 911 if he showed up on a date.
Honestly, I mean, I'm going to do my best to remember to put, look, sometimes I forget. I get it. I do sometimes forget the things I say I'm going to post when we're recording.
You have to post that in the carousel.
Girl, I'm going to do my best to remember because if you have not, and dear listeners, when you gaze upon this side by side, I need you to remember that this man was talking mess out of his mouth to a beautiful doctor. So just keep that in mind when you look at it.
Yep.
Okay. I will kick us off with stories this week since I have the Tainted Love.
Honestly, put it up on our stories today.
Okay. I will. I'll be like, I will. And then that will remind me to also put it in the carousel.
Preview. You know? Oh my God.
Ooh-wee. Okay. In my sophomore year of college, I hadn't dated much. In high school, I never dated and had probably only been on a few dates at the time. The first guy I ever went on a date with was mostly determined to save my heathen soul and convert me to his religion. By the third date, he was insisting I attend his church and strictly associate with his church's youth group.
No,
No, thank you.
That relationship fizzled quickly. Huh. The second guy I dated took me to a basketball game and never spoke about anything besides sports and how much weed he smoked each day. Not a single question about me. There was no second date. 2 friends asked me to go on a blind date. They really talked up the guy by saying what a catch he was because he had been accepted by a pro football team. I declined because I really wasn't into athletes. Eventually, I relented as it was just one date and I did want to go to the concert. That made 5 of us until I met up with my date who had the tickets for everybody. He had been drinking a lot and was acting really weird. It was just odd to me. A lot of students drank, including me, but I knew very little about drugs at the time, and apparently he was high. He couldn't be bothered to remember my name, yet was insisting on putting his arm around me and touching my clothing in the crowded back seat. He acted as if he could do whatever he wanted.
Yikes.
No. I was so hating that I agreed to this blind date. Then he lit up a joint and blew the smoke in my face. Pause. Fucking hate that.
Fuck.
That was such a college douche bro move to do. I fucking
gross
hate that. Okay. When we got to the parking lot of the concert and we were in line, I decided against an evening of being pawed and groped. I just said, nope, I'm leaving. The girls and their dates all tried to stop me from leaving and told me to just ignore him. I was beyond done and had no intention of spending an evening with him, so I took off walking. I told them to stay. But I would find my way back to the dorm. Mind you, we were 20 miles from the university, and I had no idea how I would get back as there was no public transportation. I had walked about a mile when one of the girls came after me with her boyfriend's car and gave me a ride back to the dorm. Worst night ever, or so I thought. I'm going to pause here because the last part of this story, content warning for sexual assault.
Oh no.
Or you'll see. Okay. The next weekend, the dorm mother called me and insisted I come down to the lobby for a male visitor. Incredibly, it was the jerk from the date, and he wanted to know why I had dumped him. The dorm mother was quite drunk and upset that she'd been roused from her stupor after hours. She literally stumbled off, and he pulled me into the lounge. So the dorm mother left her alone.
No.
In the middle of the night.
With an angry man?
No.
In the middle of the night? No, that's
also,
not how
you're
that
here
works.
after hours. Go home, dude.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing you need to see me for.
Yeah. I told him I didn't want to talk to him and told him he needed to leave. He grabbed my arm hard and produced a handgun.
Holy.
He told me that I was leaving with him and we were going for a ride. I wrenched my arm away and told him I wasn't going anywhere with him. It sounds stupid now, but I said my daddy would kill me if I went anywhere with somebody with a gun. And if he finds out, my daddy's definitely going to shoot you. He stood there with a stupid look on his face, trying to understand what I said. He had not planned for me to say no. By that time, I heard the elevator ding and ran to catch it and managed to escape. The two girls who had been friendly before never spoke to me again, nor I them. Later, I heard he had been kicked off the pro team for a second time due to his drug use.
Yo.
Wow. That's terrifying. But she definitely, it would have been a lot worse if she would have gone with him.
Holy shit.
She got really lucky.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And terrifying.
You know, there's no information in this story whether or not she reported him, but in a situation like this, please do. Yeah. Like, I know it's scary because this guy is scary, you know, but somebody like that
truly
pulled a gun out because you left a first date.
No.
It's a very scary individual.
God.
Yeah.
That is frightening.
That woman, though, is a queen. Like, for her to not, like, just sit at the concert and deal with it, even though she, you know, because it would have been, quote unquote, easier.
Right.
The fact that she was just like, fuck this, you know, I'm 20 miles away from home, but I'll fucking walk there.
Well, and to be honest,
versus stay another minute with this douchebag.
I'm glad her friend went after her. They should have offered just to take her home. Like, having seen what was happening, like in that situation, they should have offered to take her home. They could, I get it. It sucks. You're going to miss part of the concert, but he is literally sexually harassing her.
Yeah.
And she wants to go home, and you're going to let your friend walk 20 miles in the dark.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
that's not a friend. I mean, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Mine's not quite as, aggressive.
Harrowing?
Yeah. So my story says talked on the phone for a week before meeting up. She suggested meeting in a parking lot before heading out to do anything for safety reasons. Cool by me. What I didn't know at the time to agreeing was that the parking lot was for a Chuck E. Cheese. And she brought her two kids, 4 and 6, with her.
No.
And wanted our date to be with the children at the aforementioned Rat Palace and Child Casino.
Rat Palace Child Casino.
It's so true.
That is exactly what Chuck E. Cheese is.
Accurate fucking description ever. I spent 2 hours playing games with the kids as to not disappoint them. After we left, I let her know we wouldn't be seeing each other again. Bringing your kids on a first date with a dude without informing him is just trashy. Don't quote safety for the meeting place when you're dragging our kids to your date with some unknown dude. So fucking true.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no issue dating a woman with children. Hell, my wife had 2 kids when we met, but at least she didn't drag them out on our first date. That would be shocking.
No, kids aren't something that you can just spring on a person.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like it's a lifestyle. It's part of your life.
Yeah.
It's part of your day-to-day life. So that is something you lead with that you have children. You have to.
1,000%.
And you don't bring I'm sorry. Look, if we know anything in this day and age, it's that creeps are freaking everywhere.
Oh my
and you
God.
cannot just bring your 4 and 6-year-old around any random man.
Hell no.
No.
That's just so confusing for the kids.
Totally.
Like, that's just so bad. Don't bring your kids on a first date.
So insane. Felt bad for the kids and all of it. She tried to guilt trip me by saying how her children loved spending time with me and that her previous dates hadn't really gone that well. You don't say. So I wasn't the first person she pulled this with.
That's horrible.
Just
for
the
those
first one
kids.
that didn't leave immediately upon seeing her with her kids. Oof.
That's awful.
Yeah. Can you imagine your
Why
mom
would
taking you on a
kids like that?
I can't imagine being the child in that situation. That's terrible.
I mean, I guess if you didn't know that they were on a date, maybe you're like, oh, this is
I met a
4
lot
and
of my
6
mom's
is pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess if you just frame it as like this is a friend or something like that. I met a lot of people that my mom knew, coworkers and friends and things. So you could frame it like that, but it's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to the kids.
Yeah.
It's not fair to the person you're going on a date with. That's not a date.
No, that's not a date.
A date is for me to get to know you.
Yeah, not to hang out with your kids.
Not to
at the kids
chaperone.
Yeah.
Now I want to play some skee ball.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So my date story says, problem started when I did not realize it was supposed to be a date. A young woman friend who lived on my dorm hall mentioned going to a campus screening of When Harry Met Sally. I thought this was an offhand, hey, here's something I noticed this weekend, and I'm seeing if anyone thinks it would
Sounds
be fun.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said something like, yeah, it could be a good thing to do this weekend. There was an assent in there, but I didn't choose my words with care. Fast forward several days, I'm in a friend's room in another hallway. We are huddled in a semicircle around the window, exhaling bong smoke. I had never been stoned before, and these friends had been trying for a couple of months to break me down. This was a while ago, and the weed was absolute garbage, like stems and seeds.
Oh, God.
So somebody obtained a bong, and now it was time to try that. So I'm holding this bong with my back to the door and hear, oh, I guess we're not going to the movie after all. Oh. And before I turned around, I realized what was going on. She had tracked me down and was ready to go. I apologized and for some reason decided to try to salvage things and go.
Oh, no.
After all, I figured I hadn't gotten stoned from smoking the first few times. Oh. Surely this wouldn't be any different.
Oh, no. You just got... It's your first bong experience?
Honey. You're about to be high.
I don't fuck around with bongs. That's a level of high I have no desire to be at my big old age.
Man,
so
I don't like to be high at all at my big old age.
Does anyone over the age of like 30 own a bong?
Oh, God. That'd be
Who has bongs anymore? Like, unless
kids these days.
Yeah, right?
Like, yeah.
All I can think about is waterbeds and stuff.
God, totally. And I remember liking the gravity bong, the one that was like the long.
Yeah.
About halfway across campus to the movie, it hit. And I got extremely high for the first time in my life. I had to spend the next 2 hours trying to keep it together, watching When Harry Met Sally.
I have to be so for real. I am too old to try and keep it together. I just go home and go to bed. Just go home and go to bed.
College,
being stoned, watching When Harry Met Sally.
He's like losing his mind.
I'd have just fallen asleep right there.
Trying not to act like an idiot the whole time and being basically useless. To her eternal credit, this young woman kept her patience with me, kind of chaperoned me through the experience.
Yeah, she knew you were high.
But for her, it must have been like babysitting. I was just terrible company, and I knew it. And it was an excruciating and embarrassing 2 hours for both of us. But at least we didn't get mean or hostile to each other. So she helped me get home. I apologized a few dozen more times, and we parted ways and never talked again.
Yeah. You know what?
Best case scenario. Yeah, it couldn't have gone better, honestly, given the circumstances. Yeah. So,
dude, the replies on this story too were just so funny. There was a couple other people that shared their own experiences of being too high on a movie date. Somebody's talking about accidentally watching The Notebook.
Oh my God. How did you accidentally
bawling at the end?
Yeah, so I might be sharing a few more from this thread for sure. But yeah, no. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with the Tainted Love?
Sounds good.
Cool.
And we're back. Keegan, tell us the Tainted Love.
Okay. All right. So in honor of Bridgerton, in honor of the fact that I am binging the shit out of Traitors, I'd heard this. I'm going to give real serious credit to the podcast Noble Blood because I had heard this on Noble Blood years ago now, I think, like when they first aired this story. And I was like, I'm going to jot that one down to tell at some point. And it just so happened that it was this week. So my other sources are The Guardian, a Times Now News article, and a Fascinate article. Okay. In January of 1891, a group of 15 Prussian elite nobles get invited to go to the Grunwald castle in the woods of Western Berlin by the Kaiser's sister, Princess Charlotte. So they plan to go ice skating. They have a plan. They're all going to go ice skating, and then they're going to go back to the castle. They're going to enjoy each other's company and just warm up and spend the evening. And boy, did they ever enjoy each other's company. Oh. So the day after they all arrive back to their homes, every attendee on this skating trip to Grunwald receives a letter in the mail. It has no return address, no signature. It's written in block lettering, and each letter contains accusations about the person's conduct that evening at Grunwald. So lurid sexual accusations, complete with detailed illustrations, and pasted pornographic photographs. So they talk about this a little bit later, but like they basically, it's like old school Photoshop where they pasted the naked bodies of actors with the faces of the people who were on this trip.
Oh, no.
Okay. So all 15 members of this party receive these letters. They contain specific details and nicknames that only inner members of the Kaiser circle could possibly know. It had to have been somebody who was on this trip because everything in the letters was true. And everybody at that party was a suspect.
Holy shit. Oh,
yes.
Dude. I'm so sad right now.
I know.
Yes.
The call is coming from inside the house. Tell me more.
Who could it be? All right. So who was on this trip? It's a group of 15, 9 men and 6 women, all of whom participated in what most accounts would later refer to as an orgy. The hookups were both heterosexual, homosexual. There were no holds barred.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. So let's go through a few of the people who were at this party. Apologies in advance for my mispronunciations, okay? So Duke Ernst Gunther of Schleswig-Holstein, he had a bit of a reputation, to say the least. He was nicknamed the Ram for his sexual appetites.
Okay.
The Ram, right? He was, his sister Augusta was married to the Kaiser. So he is the Kaiser's brother-in-law. And he was really kind of a fuckboy, asshole, frat boy type. He's well connected. He's like, I can do whatever I want. He was known to be like, even though he was married, he was known to be a philanderer. At one point, he even,
I mean, he has the nickname the Ram. So
the Ram. Yeah. And he had like a military pin that he lost in the bed of a sex worker. And that sex worker, to her credit, like, took it into the police and was like, I need to give this back. Yeah, but of course they tied it back to him. So that got out, and like that was a bit of a scandal, but nothing seemed to stick to him, and he just didn't seem to care that much. He was definitely a kind of, I think, a modern day trust fund baby, you know. Mm-hmm. Then there's Count Friedrich von Hohenhau and his wife Lotka. So Friedrich was known for his affairs with other men, which didn't seem to bother Lotka because Lotka was out doing her own thing too. Like, she was actually said to have been better at hooking up. She was hooking up all around town on her own.
Lavender marriages happened even then.
Yeah. 100%. They seemed like they were fine, and they were both at the party that night.
They're like,
then another
fun.
Friedrich. Oh, so this other Friedrich is actually a one of Lotka's lovers, Friedrich Karl von Hessen, and his affair with Lotka ended when he married the emperor's younger sister Marguerite, which made Friedrich Karl von Hessen another of the Kaiser's brother-in-laws. So like, there's two brother-in-laws on opposite sides.
Got it.
Yes. So as you can see, all of these people are super deep interconnected, but they weren't all nobles. There were a handful of prominent court, like politicians, who were also at this party, including Liebrich von Kotze, who was a chamberlain and master of ceremonies for the German Emperor court. So Kotze was from a prominent military family, but he wasn't a noble. And although he did marry a woman from an old Brandenburg noble family, he himself was just kind of like upper middle class. He also had the close personal confidence of the Kaiser, which put him in a more advantageous position than many of the actual noble-born people in attendance that night. So there was some kind of jealousy on him because he was friends with the Kaiser.
But he also wasn't noble. He wasn't one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. So another master of ceremony, Karl von Schrader, was said to have been jealous of Kotze's position. And he was in attendance that night with his wife, and he was of higher birth than Kotze. So, of course, they butted heads. Mm-hmm. To round out our list of important players, we have the hostess herself, Princess Charlotte. So Princess Charlotte was Queen Victoria's eldest granddaughter, and she'd been known from an early age to be a bit of a wild child. As a little girl, she would have screaming fits. She would throw temper tantrums, sometimes resulting in her biting people.
Oh, girl.
She was a bitey little girl.
She was a biter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And this, of course, it scandalized the royal family, right? This is the first granddaughter. The worst thing you can possibly be is like unwieldy as a princess, like as a young princess, right? She wasn't a great student because she just had an inability to sit still. She couldn't stay focused. And some believe that she may have suffered from porphyria, which is the same disease that her ancestor, King George III, aka the Mad King, also likely suffered from. Mm-hmm. As she grew up, she gained a salacious reputation as a flirt, and by the time she was 16, she was married to her second cousin, the German Duchy of Saxe-Meiningen. But marriage did not slow this lady down. She was known to party hard. She drank, she chain smoked. One time she partied so hard, she allegedly passed out 3 times.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay? She gets back. I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah. She entertained the who's who of society. And when her daughter was born, she was like, I'm not about that mom life. She largely ignored her so that she could throw dinner parties, wild game nights. But she could
let's
also
not call out the one person who actively was doing that, because I think everybody who had money was doing that then.
Nobody.
Like ignoring their children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was born in like the late 1900 or midnight to late 1900s, and my parents were still ignoring us.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, so she was really popular. People really tended to like her, gravitate towards her, but she was a real Regina George type, right? Which is like, she's popular, she's fabulous, she has incredible fashion sense, she's throwing amazing parties, but she could be vicious. She loved to gossip. She was known actually to befriend people to get them to spill their secrets.
And then turn on them. Oh my God.
And she even spread rumors about her own sister that damaged her marriage prospects.
Damn.
So it's like, nobody was like, she was just like out here causing fucking chaos, right? Yeah, she is. She's cunty. So anyway, of course, she was the perfect person to throw a party like this. Okay. So after the party, these letters start arriving and everyone gets one and all their shit gets aired out. The wife of...
I'm saying Carl, it's Charlotte.
The wife of Carl von Schrader, Adelaide? No, I'm going to go with Adelaide. Okay. Was said to enjoy lesbian sex. Prince Elbrick von Anthant was said to be a sodomite. Even Prussian nobles who hadn't attended the party were catching strays, right?
Wow.
Prince Alexander of Prussia, who was a 74-year-old man, was accused of, quote, the most disgraceful practices, which are said to be the result of a weak and perverted mind. The letters included detailed drawings of genitalia, and like I said, the pornographic photos that were pasted
This is Charlotte.
Over the nobles' heads. Yeah. Princess Charlotte was accused of numerous indiscretions, but Countess Lotka Hohenhau caught the most heat. So the letters basically said, they're like, this bitch sleeps around. She sleeps with all these newlyweds' husbands. She lifts her skirts to any prince who comes around without having to be asked.
And Lotka's like, yeah, bitch, what?
They basically just call her a slut. Yeah.
I don't know. These people sound fun.
Yeah.
That party sounded fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
Ice skating?
Yeah.
Ice skating and then
an orgy?
Yeah.
These letters continued to be sent and circulated among Prussian society for over 4 years.
Holy shit.
Over 400 letters were sent. And up to this point, they were mainly just a source of embarrassment for the subjects, right? Like nobody was really like doing anything. They were just like, God damn it, who is doing this, right? And people are hearing about it. Like
400
everybody
letters.
is gossiping.
This is someone with time on their hands for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I bet all the nobles have some time on their hands.
They're
right?
not working. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then everything changes when one letter finally invoked the Kaiser himself. Ooh. So in one of the letters, it was said that the Kaiser was tempted by the Countess von Hohenhau and that the Count had forced his wife to act coldly towards the emperor so as not to encourage his affections. So we all know that kings and princes are often weak-egoed little bitches, right? So the Kaiser was offended that the Count would dare to presume that he would be interested in his woman. He's like, first of all, like,
calm down, bitch.
Yeah.
Not my type.
Mm-hmm. So at the Count's next military review, he transferred him to Hanover, basically exiling him from court. So by now, the emperor has had enough, right? This was embarrassing and he needed to end it. So he posted investigators all over Berlin to monitor post boxes to try and figure out who was depositing these letters. And then in June of 1894, the police make an arrest. They arrest the emperor's own personal chamberlain, master of ceremonies, Liebrecht von Kotze. So this would end up being known as the Kotze Affair because Liebrecht von Kotze was the one who was arrested. So sure, he had been on the receiving end of some of the letters, but so had every single suspect, right? Mm-hmm. Baron Schrader, the rival chamberlain from earlier, was the one who assisted authorities with the evidence against Kotze.
Convenient.
Right. At a fashionable club where officers suspected that the anonymous letters were being written, they found that the pattern on the ink blotter was similar to the traces on the ink blotter in Kotze's Master of Ceremonies office. Extremely weak evidence.
Yeah, it's pretty weak sauce.
Really weak evidence. But at this point,
this is like some whistle down shit.
Exactly. It's very Lady Whistle Down coded. So Kotze leaves his house one morning. He's heading into Berlin thinking he's going to oversee a ceremony at the laying of some cornerstone at a cathedral. He's just like kisses his wife goodbye, heads out the door, and then bam, doesn't even make it to the cathedral, gets taken into custody and right to prison right away.
Damn.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Mm-hmm. So this made the news, not only in Europe, but all over the world, in the United States as well. The New York Times wrote at the time, even if the government were inclined to let the scandal drop, the time for such action is past. The documents produced by the witnesses so far contain a great mass of disgusting and libelous letters, which certainly suggest the insanity of the writer. Kotze must be tried and must be acquitted as mentally unsound or innocent of all charges, or he must be punished as the foulest of slanderers.
Wow.
Kotze's wife tried to go directly to the Kaiser to intercede on her husband's behalf, but to no avail. His friends said that he simply, this is my favorite, his friends are like, he couldn't have done it. He doesn't draw well enough. They were like, those are some detailed genitalia drawings.
Like, come on.
And he simply couldn't have done it.
There's no way you can draw that shit.
Yeah. As the New York Times alleged, some believed that Kotze maybe was guilty, but if he was, he wasn't sane at the time. And they pointed to insanity in his family. They were like, some of his previous ancestors had gone mad, so maybe he's not well.
So did Charlotte.
Like, that's why.
Yeah, so did like
Everybody.
single noble person in Europe at the
So
time.
true.
It's the inbreeding.
But pretty quickly, most people involved believed Kotze to be innocent. High-ranking officials were said to feel so bad that he was in prison on such flimsy evidence that he was given the best rooms, and the general who had arrested him had special orders for high-quality meals to be delivered specially to him daily. So they were like, we know you didn't do this shit, and we feel bad.
Oh,
I'm under orders. So, but we'll make sure you get some good food, the best room in the prison.
The best room in the prison.
But luckily for Kotze, the ultimate proof of his innocence was that while he was imprisoned, the letters continued.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. The New York Times wrote, since his arrest, several foul missives have been delivered to the emperor's circle. They charge wives with unfaithfulness and husbands with debauchery. Now, there's not a lot of these letters that actually exist anymore because publications like the New York Times and other news publications wouldn't actually publish the letters, not just because they were really explicit, but because they were said to be rumor. So they didn't want to publish them as...
slander.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the people that received it, it's not like they would keep it either. They would be like, this is trash.
Like framed in my house.
That'd be a baller move.
Yeah, it would.
The case against Kotze was falling apart. A handwriting expert, can you imagine an 1890-something handwriting expert, determined that he did not write the letters and said, in fact, that it may have been written by a woman. Kotze was soon acquitted by court-martial, and on April 10th, 1895, the Kaiser officially exonerated him. So Kotze was now a free man, but he was pissed. He found two men to be primarily responsible for his arrest and the damage to his reputation, Hofmarschall von Reichstag and his fellow master of ceremonies, Karl von Schrader. So he first challenges von Reichstag to a duel, and the terms of the duel is that each men shoot as many, they keep advancing on each other, and they shoot as many times as necessary for one of them to make contact. So it took 8 shots, and Kotze was eventually shot in the thigh. So while this was enough to resolve his issue, you know what? I almost have a certain amount of respect for duels where it's just like, all right, well, I guess we're burying it now. Yeah. We did it and
done and dusted.
We can just move on. Yeah, done and dusted. So while this was enough to resolve his issue with Reichstag, he still needed to get back at von Schrader. So on the advice of his lawyer, he sued von Schrader for libel for what he believed was the fabrication of evidence that led to his arrest. But the case was dismissed from court. Not willing to take no for an answer, he was like, well, fuck it. I guess we're going to do another duel. So he, as with the other duel, the terms were the same. They advance on each other, shooting until one of them is disabled. The duel eventually resulted in Kotze shooting von Schrader in the abdomen and killing him. Only months released from his first imprisonment for the letters, Kotze was sentenced to another 2 years in prison for the death of Baron Schrader. The German government had
two
passed
months?
2
years.
Yeah, he was only free. He was only free for a couple of months. He was sentenced for 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The government had just passed a law against dueling, but 3 months into his incarceration, the emperor pardoned him. He's like, you can go home. It was never officially discovered who had been writing and sending the salacious letters, though there are a few theories. The first and most prominent is that Duke Ernst Gunther the Ram wrote the letters because he and his brother-in-law, the Kaiser, had a falling out, and this was just the sort of thing that this frat bro douche would do and feel like he could get away with. The other, considered the dark horse theory, but the one that I like better, is that Princess Charlotte wrote the letters herself. The theory is that Charlotte, who was a lover of gossip and scandal, as we said, handpicked these 15 nobles to come to the castle with the sole purpose of entrapping them.
Oh my God. It's like a burn book.
I mean, listen. The evidence to the contrary. So people are like, no, we don't think Charlotte did it because she was really, really close friends with Kotze's wife. And there are lots of letters where she's like writing to the wife or writing about her in her diaries saying like, oh, she's having such a hard time right now. My poor friend, I'm going to help them through this.
But she's also crazy, right?
Well, and she's like,
and a biter.
And at this point, he's already been arrested. It's too late. Like from what we know from Princess Charlotte, she's not going to come and own up to this now, like after he's been arrested. Right. So that's not good evidence to me that she didn't do this. Princess Charlotte spent her final years being treated for psychosis in Baden-Baden, and some speculate that it was her potentially undiagnosed porphyria that caused episodes of mania that ultimately led to her writing and sending the letters. But we will never know for sure.
We know. It was Charlotte. It was Charlotte.
Right. I'm like, it has to be Charlotte.
Yeah.
Right. And I also feel like if they ever did find that out, like if the Kaiser ever found that out, they're keeping that shit under wraps.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
They don't. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was great.
I've never heard that story before. And good
bonkers.
Shout out to Noble Blood.
Oh, Noble Blood's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so well researched. I relied on them pretty heavily because a lot of the other sources that I found some good sources, but Noble Blood did a really good job of putting everything chronologically. And sometimes it's hard, like other websites jump around and you only find like little bits of things here and there. So yeah, definitely give them a listen. And the episode of Noble Blood is called All Germany is Talking of It.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh. Well, what are you guys watching this week? I know we talked a lot at the top. So that was a big thing. Oh, you do?
I do. We watched Song Sun Blue last night. Oh,
did you like it?
I didn't cry. You cried. It was so.
Oh wow!
I actually liked it too, and
really
I fucking hate Neil Diamond, and I thought that it was
do hate Neil Diamond.
Super cute
so
movie,
good.
and I sobbed.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really, really good.
It's really cute. It's so cute. It's just, we just recorded our Patreon movie review of Shakespeare in Love right before we went into this. That same kind of like earnest tone that was common in the 90s is not so common now. This movie definitely has like an earnestness.
Oh, I love that.
It.
That makes me want to watch it. That does. We need that in these trying times.
It's really, really, yes. During these trying times, it is absolutely what you need to watch right now. I kind of was like, I kind of love that. What's her name?
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson's nominated. I think she did a
I didn't
really
know that.
good
That's
job.
wonderful.
Yeah, she is, right? Did I make that up?
I don't know.
Yeah,
she was.
She is.
I love her. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. It was.
And if that's her singing,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it was just like it's a good story. Good performances. It's heartfelt. It's funny and sad, and it's like all the things of like just a good time watching a movie, you know? So we don't get a lot. Films are often like super, super serious these days, especially if they're nominated for the Oscars. So this one is definitely like out of the whole Oscar slate.
A little dark horse, I would say, because it doesn't hit that kind of like very Oscar worthy performance, but I thought it was so well done.
I will say,
I'm so glad that the Oscars this year did kind of do a few things that I feel like were out of the norm. Gladys from Weapons is nominated. Aunt Gladys is nominated. I love that to see a horror performance being nominated.
That's awesome.
I think that they made a few decisions this year that I'm like, oh, this is nice that we're moving out of these kind of like quote unquote prestige dramas and that being the only thing that's allowed to be nominated.
Come on, you guys gave a fucking Oscar to Gwyneth Paltrow for
that episode will be out mid-March on the Patreon if you want to hear our thoughts. Look.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I'm trying to think if I think the America's Next Top Model thing was the biggest thing that I watched this week. So in terms of media, it's just been crazy. A lot of TikToks about Love is Blind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So. I don't want to watch. I watched Untamed on Netflix, which it gives kind of Sinners vibes. Not the movie Sinners, but the show or the Sinner. Remember that show?
Oh, okay.
It gives kind of the Sinner energy, like it's that sort of tone, but it follows like a murder investigation in Yosemite. So here's something you do get. You get Eric Bana. Remember him from the 2000s?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yes.
First of all, that man is fine. Like I think he might be getting hotter. Like he's a silver fox now. Untamed.
Okay.
He's a silver fox now. You get Eric Bana solving crime on horseback.
Okay.
Through the Yosemite.
Untamed. Got it.
It was a little.
He does look good.
Yeah,
with
he
gray
looks
hair.
good. He looks good. It was a little serious for me right now. Like maybe Song Sung Blue would be a better path to go down. It was a bit intense. But Eric Bana, I think Rosemary DeWitt is in it, and Sam Neill is in it. So I think it's a well done drama.
Yeah, he does look better now.
Interested in that? Yeah, he looks hot. So you get that if you're going to watch that show.
Yeah.
Oh, I did start watching Forsyte Saga last weekend for my lazy weekend.
Oh yeah,
so
you said you were going to watch that.
I'm watching the old one because I've never watched it. It's got the dude face from Homeland in it, the redheaded guy.
Oh, Damien something.
He's like the main guy.
He is so good. He is so good. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Have you seen Homeland?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was watching, I was fanning myself. So I'm really enjoying the original. And I thought that they're making like a new version, but I don't think it's out yet. it's not out until March. So I was like, you know what? I've never watched the original, so let me go ahead and dive into that for my PBS Masterpiece Marathon.
Oh, I love that.
I love it. It's so comforting to me. I just love PBS in general.
Oh, speaking of that, do you want to know what else I have been watching? Just 10-minute clips of Antiques Roadshow on YouTube.
I love the Antiques Roadshow.
I love,
because they got me. They got me with one where it's like, woman finds out the diamonds in this like the jewels in this brooch are actual diamonds, and it was like a giant fucking this brooch was huge, and like the middle stone had to have been probably 3 carats, and then the whole thing was covered in smaller diamonds.
And she's like, "Oh, look at this costume jewelry I inherited."
She probably picked it up at a fucking flea market, and they're like, "These are all real diamonds."
I would.
She had a piece of like Romanov jewelry or some shit. I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, and it just made me so happy to see people like unexpectedly be happy like that. And also you learn something.
Yeah.
Antiques Roadshow. I highly recommend.
100%.
I'm also super, super obsessed with Finding Your Roots. I love that show.
So good.
Wait, do you guys watch on there too? Oh gosh, Miss Scarlet.
I haven't, but it's been advertised to me. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been watching it since the first season. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 seasons now, maybe 5.
All right. I need some. Is it kind of like a cozy mystery?
It's exactly that, and
that's what I know. I love a cozy
female led,
mystery.
of course, because she's like, and she's like the kind of it's very cozy mystery. It's period.
I'm adding that to my list.
Yeah,
like immediately. That sounds exactly like what I want.
PBS. I wish I could give them more money.
Yeah.
The way that I watch PB and stream on PBS more than like any other place, it just is like, it's so good. There's so much stuff on there. Please go and support PBS. The news that they're doing here in this country is still one of the most unbiased places that you can.
Right. And they're trying to shut it down because of that. So there are a lot of people, our president included, who are pushing to dismantle PBS or take away their public funding because
PBS raised
they can't be bought.
Yeah. No, honestly, truly. And it always, no.
You can't take my mom and dad away from me.
Yeah. No.
My mom is Sesame Street and my dad is Mr. Rogers. So...
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember watching Captain Kangaroo as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I as someone who didn't
watch Captain Kangaroo. I just said yes, but I've never seen it.
I watched Lamb Chop. Did you ever do
Lamb Chop?
I did watch Lamb Chop.
Sing along. I didn't have cable for most of my childhood.
Do you guys remember Sharon Lois and Bram?
I don't
Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo.
Oh yes, yeah.
Love you. Yeah.
Here's one that nobody ever knows. I may have been the only person to ever
in the whole world
watch this show. Do you remember the Letter People?
Of course, a girl shit. Of course,
I don't.
I remember the Letter People.
Come and meet the Letter People.
Yes.
Did you guys visit the family?
Did you guys have Zoom?
Yes.
Zoom. I watched.
Do you guys remember Channel 1?
Was that? I thought that was British.
No, Channel 1 was
Channel
like
4.
Channel 1 was the show that or the channel that was just for schools, and like every morning it was like
yes. Didn't Lucy Liu get her start on there or not? Lucy Liu, not Lucy Liu.
Oh no,
it was you know who I'm talking about. She's like a journalist now.
Yes.
She's like a legit journalist.
Yes.
And we had to watch it during homeroom. Lisa Ling.
Yeah. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Channel 1 is where I saw 9/11.
Wow. Wow, girl.
Never forget.
I mean, I wasn't. Yeah. They showed it later, but they showed the footage. The shit that we saw. Dude. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, if If you have stories about what you saw on Channel 1 while you were in school, or a favorite PBS program you'd like us to talk about, if you have a terrible date story or just want to say hello, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstdatepodcast.com, and we love you so much. Cheers!